Yo. Okay, so I am looking at this Gaudian anti-cheat crap, from this definitely not AI shop channel that definitely isn't just running a hate campaign towards a trans woman because she's like better at a game than them. Definitely not. They made this quote unquote anti cheat that's apparently like super good. They have this really funny like quote unquote paper that's like, first of all, they call it a white paper and also came as a PhD thesis, which is like those means different things. But there's like really funny stuff. Like if you scroll down, right, there's like they talk about something. And this is all like very obviously AI generated, right? But like this part's really funny. So we have like this code here, right? And this is like Python, but then they have like a random ass if in the middle of in the middle of a definition, and they have another random if in the middle of a definition as well. Like what? Can you do this? Like actually, can you do? Maybe that's how you do trying. Am I dumb? Is that how you do trinary operators in here? Let me actually look. Int I equals 0, right? So if I go I equals 0 and then I have b equals 5 if I greater than 2 else 6. Oh, I guess you can do that. Okay, well, that's just Python just does trinary operators badly. Alright, well, okay, well, there is other code in here though. Like there is this pseudocode here for like detecting something. Okay, this is actually funny though. There is there's like this thing for detecting soft aim, and it has like a if similarity high, but they never set similarity high. And I can do it here too, if speed high, but they never actually set speed high in this function. Like they check all these functions that don't exist, which like really just screams like fucking AI made this, right? But anyway, I found that they actually have a fucking like thing that they put out on GitHub. I'm not sure if like they're supposed to still have this up here. Um, so I wanted to see what this was. This is no actual source code, right? So I already had your code detect easy. Apparently, it's made in Delphi, which is interesting. And there's only like 2 forms here. So this is the first one, and then this one, Zion code by Call of Shame. Oh yeah. Wait. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are you seeing this? Wait. I wasn't expecting that. Okay. There is actually some stuff here. Okay. Like all it does is just kill. Like it looks like all it did is just kills itself. All right. Well, anyway, I could look at this way for ages, but I'm instead going to instead um okay, this is like breaking my Delphi reconstructor. It's very frustrating. Oh, this is like Delphi 6. I also want to quickly get hybrid analysis going on this. Actually, no, not hybrid. Let me use anyone. I can't get this form to go away, because yeah, they code be always on top. So, like, freaking. I don't want to close IDL. Fine, I'll close IDL. I'll just reopen IDL. I'll just rescan the project of IDL. Right. There's also this file they link to on their site. So if you go to release versions, they link to this file. I'm not quite sure what a file. What's a file? PHP archive. Yo, what? I can't open that though. Oh, it's just PHP code. Oh, let's have a look at this real quick. This is. I clearly need something to extract PHP file. Unfile. Also a PHP file. Is there like a? Is this like a way I can do this like from Well, I'll have a look at it in a sec, but first I want to have a look at what this actually does. So yes, okay, so that's done. Let me just build just make an IDC, right? Got an IDC of that now. Okay, cool. So that should be good. Now I did 9.2. Yes, I want to load this. Alright, let's let that run. Okay, now let's run scripts file. Let's run this. Okay, cool. So now we have all of this stuff. We got like a lot of stuff here figured out. So let's look at them. The main form they seem to have is like this form 1, which of course they didn't name because they're a great programmer. They're a god programmer who worked at Microsoft, so like, you know. Okay, so what does it'd be great to see like what all of these things do, but I want to find what the actual like anti-cheat pout is, right? Like, what does it do? Like, I don't care about the UI too much. Okay. So there's this thing where it says all of this text or something. Does this take like a? Is this like a string concat or something? String something like. It does something with a string, yeah. It seems to just be describing like what it does. Whether or not it actually does any of that. Oh, okay. So it just looks for. Wait, does it just look for like any process with like a certain name? Oh my god. I legit think they're just checking for any process with a certain name. And so some of these I don't even like. DS4 Windows? Bruh! Windbug. So is there a hotkey to do this? By the way, like make a double. Bro, that's not even what they're looking for. Ghidra.exe. It's not even called Ghidra.exe. It's like it's Java, right? This is a Mac. Friday is. Oh my god, is this so funny? If you guys want to know some really good hacker tools, some really useful tools. Here's a good yes. The Visual Studio resource. Bruh. It's a bunch of other offsets on here. So Delphi never gets like recognized properly. Let me actually change the default style to Delphi. Let me change the compiler to I forget how you change the compiler to be like specifically like the Boolean C whatever Boolean Pascal. Yeah, once I reanalyzed the set to Delphi, I found everything. Okay. So it looks like part of it, anyway, is just scanning like a big list of a big part of it is just scanning for like big ass like yes. What the hell is DS4 Windows? Like, isn't that just like a tool to like get your DualShock 4? No, of course I don't. This you understand? This isn't like a real anti-cheat. Okay, this is like some shit ass like AI grifter or whatever the fuck's like vibe coded bullshit. This isn't a real anti-cheat. But you might be fooled by the fact that all it does is check for certain executables. Short month name Mao. Short month name September. Okay, I think that's just Delphi crap. Okay, but like this is funny because like I think this is services, and I think this is like yeah. I think maybe it looks for these files on your computer, and then like these are like yeah these ones actually end in exe. These ones are definitely I think these are definitely like processes. Okay, so what does this do? Okay, so now we know what this is process. So it it gets the current process. Okay, so proc so it gets the current process. And then it replaces what is this actually looping over? MUI cache. Okay, what is the MUI cache? Let's actually look this up. Yeah, what is MUI cache? So it's just a gist of like what you've run recently, I guess. So let's have a look actually. Software. Uh, what root key is this? I never know how this works in Pascal. Like what is I'm guessing it's current user probably. HQ current user. This makes sense. And then local settings. Oh, that's not a thing. Local machine. Still not a thing. It would be under here. Local settings, okay. Software, Microsoft, Windows Shell, MUI cache. Okay, so this must be what it is. Yeah, so it literally just yukes over like your freaking MUI cache, right? And just looks for like every single thing you've ever run, and checks if it matches one of these strings. I mean, what was it they claimed the false positive rate was on this thing again? Let's have a look at the definitely not AI generated fucking document, right? They claim that theirs is let's see. Where's the thing where they made up a bunch of data about like how good their fucking shit is? Um, yeah. So their one have has where was those? I guess theirs isn't in the list. Okay. Um. How is it even doing? Oh, this is like actually Delphi code. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is like actual like Delphi like Pascal code. Um. What the hell is DS4 Windows? Isn't that just like a DualShock 4? Like, yeah, it's just such a cheat. But it just detects a DualShock 4 driver for some reason. Sure, okay. So guys, you want how to bypass this amazingly secure anti-cheat? All you do, okay, is you just make sure the name of your executable is not any of these, and you're good. Um, God, does this do anything else? It's like, does this thing actually do anything? I'm actually curious. So it looks for your MUI cache. It checks like if the process is in there. Um, What's it replacing with? Like, what's this replace is doing? I mean, the sad thing is, I'm pretty sure there actually are some anti-cheat software that works this way. But you know, tform one dot button one click. Button one click, right? I don't even see it anymore. Button one. What is this? Oh, it is. Okay. So what was that button again? So we have to look at this as text. Freaking hell. By the way, this program does a very good job at crashing IDL. Very good job at crashing IDL. Anyway, okay, so what else does it do? There's like all the strings in here. Okay, so it has this. Insert good. Windows activation test signing. Ooh, okay. So it selects your it gets your BIOS version for some reason. Yeah. Freaking. Wait. Guys, they're doing the AI thing. You know that meme where it's like they made the like script really fast by just making it print that it's doing it and not actually doing anything? Like it says scanning variety of unpacking memory regions, but yeah, that's all it does. It just puts the text out. Oh my god. Okay, so this is like the main thing then. Okay. Updating Ricochet chat. So. So it says it's doing all this stuff, and then doesn't do any of it. It just says it did it. I can't decompile this. What is this? What does this do? Okay. So what it does this, which is something. It gets a random integer, and then a random. What does rand x do in Delphi? Delphi Pascal rand x. Oh. Well, it gets a random something. And then it like multiplies it. Like what is this like? What is this even supposed to do? Like it just like what am I reading? Like this doesn't do anything. It just like it just like adds some shit together and then like returns a random it just returns like a random integer basically that's been truncated with something like huh? I can't run this sub. I want to look at what this subroutine here does. This one, this gets called a lot. It seems to just get a random integer. Yeah, random integer, and then based on that, it then either calls this function, which you can call this one. This is that same one that doesn't seem to do anything, or it does this other function, which also what? If it's equals 99, then it beeps. If like the random generates like, yeah, if rounded by the this code is just nonsense. I hope you know this. Like this doesn't this doesn't like it looks like it's doing, but it's literally like you read it, it's like it just doesn't do anything. Like oh my god, this is too fun. This is too fun. Like the giant sections where it's just like, okay, so like I guess this is like the update score or whatever the fuck, right? Okay, what was it, like scan or something? Yeah, scan kick or something. What's this? Okay, let's look at the other one. That one just immediately closes if you kick it. I see. Where was the thing we were just looking at where it printed like a bunch of stuff? Okay, this function, scan one. Yeah. This hilarious function. Actually, I guess up here. Okay, actually, I guess up here it does. Oh, okay. So up here it actually does all this stuff. What the fuck? Okay. Well, it calls some shit. I can't actually tell what it's calling because it's like C++ crap. But it seems to be looking for like Microsoft Network Manager, Netmon, CPM. Let me run this in any run actually, and actually see what it does. I wanted to do this earlier. See what this crap actually does from that from here. Okay, so this is what we saw earlier. All that text. All right, we can check. Yeah, so the ones you're seeing go by really fast, they're going by really fast is not actually doing anything. Sure. Okay, so it looks like it just checks like a bunch of random ass flags in your computer. Um, and looks for some very specific files, like a very specific cheat or something. Um, it thinks this isn't a virtual machine, so that's funny. Um, okay, it doesn't seem to do much. From there, it looks like it just checks like a few things, but like there are things in here it says it's doing that it's like not doing. I like. I guess it's not append text. It's like set text. Okay, so like maybe the TPM one's real, right? Yeah, the TPM one's real. So that actually does check you have a TPM, right? But like the majority of things in here just don't do anything. Okay, so it really does check you for TPM. Checking for game manipulation software. Okay. Checking for game manipulation software. Looks for Wireshark. Looks for SMBMM off. Looks for WeWazd. You know, like Wireshark isn't even like manipulating the game. It just like logs the network. Like this is so dumb. Sweet V. It looks for a VPN. How is that? Okay, bot lobbies. Sweet PA. DS4 Windows. Cruzen. Process Hacker. X64 debug. I debug. So it looks for a bunch of debuggers and shit. IDA Pro. It's not even like the right. It's not. It's not even called IDA Pro. It's called IDA. It's IDA.exe. It's not even detected. Gitchui isn't even. Again, it's not called cheat. It's not called cheat engine. And the binary isn't called cheat engine. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the binary is called cheat space engine leaks. I'm not even checking for the right things. Like, and Friday is a Python script that gets like injected. It's like this will never find any. They just hate hex editors for some reason. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So after all of this game manipulation software, right? Crap. What does it do after all that? Okay. So So it seems to check like system boot. It seems to then display like set the results here about what stuff should be. So it looks for a registry key. Yeah, so it checks your services if a certain key exists. Yeah, so it looks in your services and it looks for these two services. So if you have a cheat that's not called KDU or cheat service, then this does absolutely nothing to find it. Yeah, right now I can say what this does. Scan registry. Scan registry like services. This is that weird ass random number thing. Right. Oh, so the checking MAC address? Yeah, all it does is it just sleeps for some amount of time. You can't make this shit up. Oh my god. Checking for virtual machine. Wait, it doesn't even check for a VM. Oh, it just checks if it just gets your CPU ID and checks if it's yes then 0. Oh, that's cute. And all of this stuff is AI. Ooh, this checks if you have hypervisor enforced code integrity. Okay, what is that? What is this what does this flag actually do? Is this like that just that memory protection setting? Yeah, I think this might just be that memory protection setting. Alright, well this is pretty fun. I also want to look at that PHP file though. Right. File extractor. I believe I have PHP installed. I can probably just use it. So I can just call this, right? A, yeah, there we go, interactive shell, yeah. Okay, so I'm actually exit out of let me actually exit PHP. Let me go to this folder this is in. Let me go like c:/php php.exe dash a. Okay. File equal new file so this anticheat.file file, right? Extract to output, I guess. There we go. Incredible. What is Velox code? What the hell is Velox code? AI coding shit. Application risk manager. Velox code's also the name repository I found this in. Okay, let's have a look. What's in resources? Another config. Most times flag gets punished. Let's just fix that. There you go. Prefix, whatever. Bad packets. Ooh, I'll be very interested to see if this actually can do a check like bad packets or like whatever. Let's have a look. What does this actually do? Gaudian.php. Let's see. Pocket mine command sendo? Wait a minute. Isn't Pocket Mine like a Minecraft server? Pocket Mine's a Minecraft server, right? I'm not like mistaken in that, right? Okay, how does this actually check if you're cheating? Let me get to the part where it does that. Okay, so auto clicker. How does it tell if you're using an auto clicker? Ooh, so it gets a CPS limit, and if your number of hits, let's see. Oh, cool. So you can just so it gets the number of ticks you have minus like the attack time. So every time you attack, right? It it checks if the amount of time between each attack, and then if you have that, then you increase the variation. Otherwise, you decrease the variation. Cool. So this is super easy to bypass. You just don't like, because it decreases if this isn't true, right? You just every attack that this isn't true, so you just have to spread your like high CPS attacks over like non-high CPS attacks. Though I will admit, this is actually doing some more than I thought it would do. But this also looks completely unrelated to the other thing like I was looking at, so that's cool. Yeah, this is a freaking Minecraft like. This is a freaking like. No, it's checking registry keys. It's some quality anti-cheat. Yeah. But it also like prints a bunch of stuff that it's doing and does nothing. It just like sleeps some amount of time and then does the next thing. Like, it's so dumb. Okay, so this is like some Minecraft Pocket Mine plugin. Like, the thing is, like this says like it's a Call of Duty thing, and then like the release, it says this is like the release version, right? Like somewhere, it says that somewhere. I actually don't know where I found this link. Oh, also before this gets, just because I know this person's known to like delete shit. Let me just let's just like save this whole thing, I guess. I can also just hang on. I can also just mirror the repository. Yeah. There you go. Okay, but it reminds me of it was like it's like a meme I saw of like an AI generated code snippet that was literally just that. Like it was just like print this thing, then yeah. Oh, what is this? Um, this is just checking if like you're rotating like quickly. Okay, so if you just rotate like really quickly, you're apparently an attacker now. But this was commented out, so must not have been too confident about that. Reach. What does reach? How does the reach hack work? Let's see. Um. Okay. So if victim is instance of player, so if the person attacking is a player. Wait. No. If you are attacking a player, right? Yeah, yeah. If you're attacking a player, and the player is in survival or adventure, and it is caused by another attack. Okay, okay. Then you raycast from the victim's position to the player's position. Like, where was this rewind movement? Like, where are these anyway? Like it's like seems to be like keeping like a log of all of the users like yes like movements and stuff, right? Um, I'm gonna be honest. This one looks a lot more like actually real than the last one. This shit is bullshit. Okay, this shit be bullshit. This does nothing. This does nothing useful at all. Um, ooh, it does check if you. It does check something. Oh, it does check if you have test signing on. Okay, okay, okay. I love how like the few things it does check of like all of these, right? I like the one that does check is like the least useful one. Like every time. The comment without code that just bans you if you move your mouse around quickly. don't forget that's what it does, right? um I was kind of hoping I'd like run into like a disc called webhook. Ooh. Ooh, what's the webhook? Get webhook URL. Yeah. Where's the webhook? I want to see the webhook. What do you mean there's a webhook? Wait. Aww. That would have been fun. That would have been fun. That would have been so much fun. I will say this is giving very much Microsoft engineer who worked at Synaptic vibes, like very clearly. That's why it just prints stuff and waits, right? um. Okay. Form API. Okay, let's look at like the actual form they're using. I love when your form is just called form. Ooh, on packet receive. Let's see. Okay, so if the packet is an inventory transaction packet, then on use item transaction data add to attack. Okay, so this is where it yogs all of these like buffers. So this is where it actually keeps this. It does it on a packet level, which is interesting. On use item. It only okay, you can bypass this anti-cheat super easily. They only add your freaking they only add your attack to the attack list if you send a like an attack like an attack animation stout packet. That's what I'm kind of getting from this, right? Also, what the fuck does this have to do with? Wait. What does this have to do with player authentication input? Stout game packet. Okay. NC damage by entity. This seems to just like if you set a flag to ban them, then like ban them. I will say though, I have used Ghidra. I just prefer Ido quite a lot. What does this do? Virtual query. Base address. Oh wait, this is actually like. Whoa, this is actually something kind of Convert to virtual. What is it querying this in? Like virtual memory and what? Because like this is checking if you have any like any section of memory that has got a certain like protection level on it, right? Which is like I wanted to say that's actually something, but no, it isn't, because every cheat developer I've ever seen, like just watch any video from like guided hacking or something, and like they always like enable the protection, they always like disable memory protection, right, for like to write to the section, then they just enable it again. So this wouldn't actually like work, because like every cheat I've ever seen does that. But it checks something like about memory permissions. For some, what does virtual query do? Actually, it just calls virtual query. Okay. Provides information Oh, what was the useless then? So they check their own processor's memory to see if any of it's not the Call of Duty for no, they're you can't. I'm sorry, I can't. This is so stupid. No, it won't even catch him. It won't, even if you happened to scan at the exact time you kicked the button, it wouldn't detect shit because it's only checking if it's been turned off in its own process. Check this process memory protection. Checking for a kernel debug. Oh, well, that's certainly a way to check for a kernel debug. You just yeet for a certain amount. That'll get it. That'll catch him. Oh, is this supposed to detect the kernel debugger somehow, like by doing like a bunch of random numbers, maybe, and like comparing it? Is it like trying to check if? Or is it trying to check if you've like patched randomness or something? Maybe. Like no, because they run their own random implementation. It's not just like CRAN. So like, again, they would only apply to their process. Like this code this code just does a bunch of random shit and like just does nothing. Like do a lot of random nothingness. Okay. What does this do? Oh, it queries system information. I don't know what this part does. Because yeah, I'd have to run this in the debugger, and I don't feel comfortable running this on my main computer. But checking for corrupt drivers. Wait, don't tell me they're just. Might be removed in a future version of Windows. That's always a good sign. Okay, what does this do? But what does it do? The NT system query information and the return structures to return to the operating system. The structure should change in the next version of Windows. Make compatible if oh cool. So this is just badly written. Well, I'm not sure what the hell it's querying. It said it's might be something related to it. It could be something related to kernel debug, or it could be debug mode, BCD debugging flags, or prevention policies. Who knows which one? Scan register. This is one more just scans for like known service names. Okay, what does this do? Get mem. I think that just like allocates memory. Get adapters info. Okay, what is this like checking like network adapters or something? On Windows XP and Yada. On Windows XP Yada and Yada use get adapters addresses instead. Like when it says like this is old, don't use it, but then like the old don't use it like when it was deprecated is Windows XP. Like what is this, like a Windows 95 like function or some shit? Okay, what does this actually do? Sometimes Microsoft documentation is really unhelpful. What is it like? actually do? Okay, retrieve information for IPv4 addresses. No, it's not. Okay, so it just gets the IP. It just gets like your freaking adapter IP address then, right? I guess. Also, it doesn't support IPv4, so that's how fucking old it is. And what are they doing with information? They just like check each one, I guess. Oh, they're checking the description field for. Wait, they're checking this. The 124th bit of the description field is not 0, and they're checking the 128th field ended by 2 is not 0. What? Wait, what does this? What does description do? Like outputs and adapter info, right? What's what is description? Is that just named poorly? An ANSI character string that can. Chat. I refuse to believe that even AI is this dumb. Why? Check. Uses check with adapter of network adapter description. Oh, once again, we're checking for DLL. Oh, checking for DLL sections. Oh, seeping. Oh, brilliant way of detecting it. Brilliant detection right there. Okay, so it checks kernel 42, user 42. What does this do? Get module handle A. Okay, so it gets module handle A. Okay, this time it's actually checking. To be fair, it is actually checking the kind of like this the like it's querying its own. It's querying like inside the DLL this time. Too bad it's querying its copy of the DLL and not like this is still querying its own process, so it's still doesn't help you at all. No, this is made by a fucking like AI grifter on YouTube. Who's like adamant, who's like claiming like false, claiming to be like an authority figure on anti-cheats because they made this shitty ass anti-cheat once, and also conveniently is misgendering a trans person, and so is everyone who's following them, and they're all insisting that she must be cheating somehow, despite like nothing to actually suggest that basically. And it's very clear what the actual reason like they're actually mad about her is, but anyway. Check modules again in current process. Scanning Call of Duty config. Ooh, nice Call of Duty config scan right there. I like how it seeps a lot. Check kernel 32 protection level current process. It's called something like that, yeah. Ooh. Finally, something that might actually be useful for anti-cheat. Look at this, they're actually checking something relating to the fucking game. Finally. I never thought I'd see the day. Okay. What does it check? It checks that the player's directory exists. Like, okay, so you get like the install location, right? Then like you check that install. So this is like some player's key or something like. Yeah. So it concatenates like player string or something, right? So I guess this is like the install location or something. Probably, right? Install location, yeah. So we get let's just call this like Dell or something. Yeah. So we get we get like the install location of the game. Cool. I was getting excited, thinking it might actually do something actually anti-cheat related. But nope. It just checks that the Call of Duty folder exists, and if the Call of Duty folder exists, then it passes. Cool. It creates. I might be creating a registry object actually. Yeah. So. Check Call of Duty folder exists. That's all it does. Okay, to be fair, it is saying it's a bad stack thing, or maybe there's more. Maybe I'm too harsh on it. Maybe it's more on it, and this isn't like decompiling properly. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt, even though I really shouldn't. So let's synchronize here. Where is the code? Where is this like? Why the hell can I find this code? I said synchronize. It's not synchronizing with anything. Let me just kill some of this. Let me just reset the whole thing. Actually, wait. Check Call of Duty folder exists. Okay, so it checks the directory exists. Then there's a no. That's all it does. That's all it does. It just checks it. It just checks if you have the folder. COD players folder not found. Like. Okay, so it then looks for. What does Elsto ASG do? So God, this is like useless sometimes. Let me check Google. Give me Google. What does this thing do? I can't find like Delphi like function reference or anything. Well, to be fair, they do check it exists, then they do some other stuff. I'm not sure what this is looking for. But like, they're looking for like arguments, like a comment in here. And they want to find first, like, I guess, yeah, if I find any folder, I guess, if I find first folder with this in here, then they call finalize back. What is like? I'm gonna be honest, I don't actually know what this does. It looks like it's checking the config if like they've got these entries in here with this specific comment at the end. Guys, remember when you make your export, when you're making you're hacking your configs, to add this specific comment explaining what you're changing it to. Alright? This is very important. That way this thing can fucking... Okay, so it looks for... Okay, so it looks for this thing here to have been changed. Right, so it checks if you've changed your config. Some settings in your config, I guess. Alright. Fail. That actually is fail. If I can... Ida! Whatever the hell you did is not what I asked you to do. Okay, that actually does something real. For once. If the... What the fuck is it? I guess this is like secure boot enabled. I guess it's like results, right? Secure boots. TPM. Core isolation. VM detected. Active antivirus. I guess this somehow detects your antivirus. This is vectored handles, I guess. Checks the same things like 3 times. Oh, that's what the WMI thing was looking at was. It was a freaking checking for a freaking antivirus. Also, like they take away they take away points if you don't have a freaking the kills you more likely to be a cheater if you don't have an antivirus installed. What does that have to do with cheating? Can someone please explain? And it's the kernel debugger thing which I never been actually used for. And there's this whole list of processes. There's this whole list of processes that has like the wrong things in here. Like IDA Pro. It's like so funny because like it's not actually called that. Just in case you injected your cheats into this app itself, you know. So it seems like it just runs through, checks a bunch of stuff, pretends to check some other stuff, and then gives you a score based on however many things it checks and doesn't check. And this is supposedly got like a way lower false positive rate than any other anti-cheat in the world, and all it does is check for fucking processes for running and shit. Well, hey, now we have VM detected. So the VM detection is just CPU ID less than 0. Suspicious processes. Oh, I missed this one. Oh yeah, this was the one where it checks. What does this do? Okay, so it checks. It checks. I guess like they're loading these like manually. Why are they freaking like dynamically loading these libraries? It's like whatever. Cool. So this is just process first 32. Right, this is just a wraparound this function, this Windows standard Windows function. what is it takes the H snapshot and it takes cool. Let's just pop that in then. Okay. And this one here is just this then, which takes DW flags and the process ID. Yeah. Okay. So this is just creates it gets the processes. It creates a snapshot of processes, searches for each process, the exe name, and checks if it contains the string any of the strings located in here. So it checks if it contains process hacker, debug, hacking tool.exe, bot yobby's VPN, resource hack. So if you just name your cheat anything that's not on this list, just name your cheat like a bunch of random characters and problem solved. Yeah. Yeah, this is process 32 next. Cool. That's all that does. It's like got like a little bit of obfuscation to try hide it, but that's all it does. It just checks you know. And there's 14 of them, I guess. Yeah, so it just scans source, and then these here, like these ones, it scans your like that registry key, like this one, the MUI cache. So let me just let me rename this to MUI cache. Oh, that was the MUI cache one, right? It's making an array of some sort. Was it that one or was it this one? But I kind of want to know what these functions are, like these things it's calling. It's creating a T string list, so it's doing something with a string. I guess. What is this checking through? Oh, this is the MUI cache, yeah. Yeah, this is check for the MUI cache, yeah, that's what it is. I thought we could give this a better name than button one kick. Yeah, so it extracts the MUI cache, and that's about it. Anyway, I think I've seen all I need to know is this complete fucking bullshit. This does nothing, like, yeah. Like, where was all of the stuff that was here before? It was just we just saw like a whole bunch of crap, and now like there's like almost nothing in here. Like, what the hell? Where was the Call of Duty folder thing? Oh, scan one kick, totally different. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, that's it, really. I guess.